want to welcome you, and I want to tell you that each of you were invited here because you are viewed as leaders and potential leaders within your clubs.
The vision of Project Management Institute Central Indiana chapter is to leverage the project management skills to the social good. So it is basically giving back to community. Initially, we planned to do this program with middle school and high school and Boy Scout and Girl Scout, but eventually we thought that we could give something for the teenagers from the Boys and Girls Club in Indianapolis, and that's why we decided to move forward with Boys and Girls Club.
Well, I've never volunteered at PMI before, but when I was at a PMI chapter meeting, there was somebody there representing this PM Skills for Life program that has been rolled out across the world in various places. And I thought, wow, that sounds like it could really make a difference in the community. And so I wanted to help roll that out in Indianapolis. And when we met the first time, I took the takeaway to go to the Boys and Girls Club of Indianapolis and see if they would be interested. And Leanne bit that bait, and here we are.
We had been trying for years to figure out a way to incorporate youth advisory boards into our clubs and get young people involved in providing feedback and developing leadership skills and preparing presentations for our board members about what works well at the clubs and what they would like to see work differently at the clubs. So when the project managers group approached me and was interested in doing something like this and trying to figure out a project that they could work with their kids on to teach these skills, that immediately came to mind.
When we were talking about project management at a meeting before this, we decided it might be a good idea for the kids, and Leanne Harris mentioned that she wanted to have a youth council of some sort, and it seemed like this was the perfect merger of both worlds. And I agree that it would be beneficial to a lot of our longtime members and kids that just generally care about the club to have time to talk about what they could do to improve the club, and hearing what they would have to say would also benefit our administrative staff and our leadership staff at the club, so we would know what improvements we could make.
A project is a temporary endeavor, a temporary set of activities undertaken to create a unique product or service.
This is a great event in conjunction with the PMI Central Indiana chapter and the Boys and Girls Club of Indianapolis to teach future leaders PM skills. Project management is a life skill, and PMI Central Indiana, in conjunction with the PMI Education Foundation, want to teach these skills and values to the next generation.
We have about 25 kids, and we're going to help them create a youth advisory board for their clubs, come up with some ideas for some changes for the clubs, some recommendations, and then teach them how to do a survey so they can ask their other club members what makes sense. The other thing we're going to do is teach these kids how to do presentations. We have a lot of people here in the group that are members of Toastmasters, so we'll be using both sets of skills.
I had a great day so far, teaching project management to the teenagers, and I've had an enjoyable time just helping them develop a survey and do some brainstorming, and looking forward to seeing the results in 3 weeks of how their survey went back at their club for the Girls and Boys Club in their area. So it's been exciting so far.
The kids were engaged very much, and they learned the project management skills, how to do the planning, how to manage the timings, and they learned a lot of project management skills, and they were very happy.
It's been going really well. The kids have been amazing. They're totally engaged. I wish I could get adults to be so engaged at work, and I think it makes a big difference, and that's why it's inspiring, because it feels like it would make a difference for these kids.
The kids have been engaged, and I think they're really interested in it. You know, I had a great time talking to these kids before we started. These are kids that are planning professional careers. A lot of them are talking about going to college. These are skills that are going to help them in life. They're going to help them in college. They're going to help them give back to the community. So I'm really excited about it.
I think the kids have been great. I think it's a lot for them to take in, but the skills that are being presented are skills that they can use throughout their lives, and I think it can really help take them to a new level.
I'm really impressed with the kids today. You know, they very much have a lot of respect, and at the same time have a lot of energy and have shown a lot of interest in the program, and it seems like they're really pretty excited to be part of this sort of leadership advisory council. And I think they'll do a great job improving the program, which is the main objective, is to try to improve the Boys and Girls Club at each of their locations. So far so great.
The experience for myself and the kids so far today, I think, has actually been really excellent. I found this to be one of the most valuable meetings I've ever had, not just professionally, but with my own kids outside the club. Because even if some of the goals are a little lofty or they're a little out of reach, being able to hear about our kids' perspective and make them feel like they're valuable and they're a part of something, I'm really getting a lot of valuable input as to what they want to see, the kinds of programs that they want to do, and I think that overall it's going to help me and other staff at the club make the program much better for them.
The volunteers were very happy, and they all felt that they have done something different. And they said that they want to do this program again and again and again.
It was great to see what our PMI Central Indiana chapter volunteers do to make an impact in the community outside of their day-to-day jobs.
It's been probably the nicest project that I've ever done, as far as giving you a good feeling in your heart about what's going on and that you actually can make a difference. While all my other projects have made differences, this is the difference in a different kind of way. So it's project management for the social good, and it just seems like that's where the heart is, and it seemed like a good experience for everybody.
PMI Central Indiana chapter's vision is to give back to this community the project management skills. We would like to leverage the project management skills for social good, and we want to bring more programs teaching the project management to the kids in the high schools and the middle schools and the teenagers. That is our vision.